Services.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. Impeachment managers have 8 more hours to continue making their case. Former President Trump incited the Capitol riot, points they hammered home yesterday.
Impeachment manager Joaquin Castro.
President Trump left everyone in this Capitol for dead.
Impeachment managers shared new video of lawmakers being led away from rioters and Vice President Mike Pence being rushed to a secure location as they claim the former president delayed sending help. The defense starts its 16 hours of arguments tomorrow.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. President Biden, meanwhile, has had his first phone call since taking office with Chinese President Xi Jinping and claims for first-time jobless help just in, showing 793,000 first-time applicants last week. That is above expectations. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Jeff Vaughn with today's news headlines. FCHS, Fairfield 112, New Hope, Edwards County, and Clay County schools will have a snow day today, and Jeff will have a remote planning day, meaning no school for students. Wayne City and Jasper will not meet in person, but will conduct remote learning today. North Wayne will not meet in person today or tomorrow, but it will have remote learning both days. We'll update closings and cancellations as we receive them on WFIWradio.com. Illinois plans to expand Phase 1B eligibility for the COVID-19 vaccine rollout on February 25th. People with comorbidities and underlying conditions, as defined by the CDC, will join the current Phase 1B, and the state will also prioritize people with disabilities. Departments that have completed the existing Phase 1B population before the 25th may move forward earlier. Fairfield Memorial Hospital's medical staff and employees have expressed their appreciation to the community for helping reduce the spread of COVID-19. In the coming months, the hospital will consider resuming support groups and opening the cafeteria in the hope new positive cases and hospitalizations continue to be low. The Fairfield Park Board will meet tonight at 6. It's scheduled to discuss and possibly act on a pool deck project with Concrete Evolutions as a matter of old business. In new business, it will discuss the renewal of Dave Hall's golf course contracts and an extended warranty for a fairway mower. Those are your headlines. I'm Jeff Vaughn.
Now, here's the WFIW-FM 104.9 forecast for today. A 30% chance for snow this morning. Cloudy skies this afternoon, a high of 28. Cloudy skies tonight, a low of 15. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 28. Outlook for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Cloudy on Saturday, a high of 22 and low of 5. Mostly sunny on Sunday, a high of 15 and low of 5. And then on Monday, Washington's birthday, a chance for snow. High of 18, low of 10. Yesterday in Fairfield, the high temperature was 25. The overnight low, 20. We picked up 0.17 of an inch of precipitation on the day yesterday. None so far today. It is 20 in Fairfield. Reporting for WFIW News, I'm Tom Levine. I'm just a little... What the National Weather Service did to me yesterday was... Okay, so yesterday morning, I get here at my usual time, and I get the forecast, and I'm like, okay, a chance for snow this morning, cloudy skies this afternoon, could see an inch of snow today.
Yep.
Okay, so in the morning, and then everything will be fine this afternoon. Well, yesterday turned out to be the exact opposite of that. It was nice during the morning.
Yep.
And then the afternoon, we got this, I don't know what it was. It was ice pellets, and it wasn't snow. But I was just like, I had to go into the store, and I was like, National Weather Service. Bubba and Big Earl did it to me again. Oh.
Yep. I caught you all's weather yesterday morning, and I thought, okay, well, we're good.
Well, see.
And I had to go to Carnaby yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Over to RULRY. And I'm leaving town. It wasn't 5-10 minutes down the road. Like you said, a little bit of ice starts to hit the windshield. No big deal. I mean, nothing major. I'm thinking, heck, it might even be flying up off the hood of the car, for that matter.
Right.
Get to just the other side of Grayville, and I mean, it starts pouring, and the minute it hits the windshield, it's turning into ice. My wipers are now covered in ice and not doing me any good. It was a long trip to Carnaby.
It was a long trip.
Long
Okay.
trip.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee. I'm Tom Levine, Jeremy Smith over there. And
Hola.
the really bad part was I recorded 2 forecasts.
Mm-hmm.
So, one with the snow in it and one with the snow not in it. And, cloudy skies this afternoon.
Right.
And had changed them before I left. And I was like, yeah, well, all that work.
Right out the window.
Thanks, Bubba and Big Earl.
That's right. That's
All
right.
All right, so how you doing, Jeremy? Haven't seen you
Doing
in a couple
great.
days.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been stuck down elsewhere, but still doing what I do, and it's been great. How you been?
I've been just fine. Anything going on yesterday? You were in Carnaby, so.
Yeah, just trying to get some things situated for the upcoming basketball schedule. I'm wishful thinking baseball schedule. I'm past the
Baseball
Super Bowl, looking into Major League Baseball now. Getting the schedule set up for the upcoming high school ball games. Hopefully, weather levels out and lets us get a start.
Hey,
Yes.
it's less than a week before pitchers and catchers report.
I
so
know it.
Baseball
I
is around
can't
the
wait.
corner.
It is right around the corner. And it's about time, too.
Yeah.
It is about time. It's my favorite time of year.
I noticed on the Cardinal website they're selling season tickets now, and I was like, so how does that work? Are you going to be able to go to games or not?
Right. I've been questioning that myself. 'Cause I know last year there was a lot of issues with the last season, I should say. There was a lot of issues with people that had bought tickets that couldn't go that didn't get refunded. So, are you going to take that chance, step out on a limb that you might not get your money or your ticket?
Yeah, and
I
it could
just
be
don't know.
you go, okay, I'm going to go to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's been canceled because of COVID-related issues. Well,
See, now that's the one thing I will say is nice about being a Cubs fan. I can sit at home and watch the marquee sports network. And
They can
catch
lose
every
anywhere.
game. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter where they're at. They can lose anywhere they go. We had our year back in 2016. We're good.
Yeah, you got yours for this century.
We're good for another 100 and something years now. So Cardinals are putting together a heck of a team, though. Me and Vaughn were just talking about that. I mean, granted, it might be a team of yesteryear, but one last good push.
Well,
might be something
you
there.
got a young pitcher who's very tall,
Right.
apparently, and a new third baseman who can hit the ball.
Yes.
So
Some
might be
good
something to
veterans
watch.
coming in that can contribute to these younger players and kind of teach them along the way. So there's potential there for you guys.
And let me tell you, there's this other COVID-related issue that the Cardinals are having, and it affects you, the
Really?
people here in Wayne County. And that is, they're not printing the pocket schedules yet. Usually we have them by now. We know what the schedule is going to look like. By this time last year, we had them all. We had some out. Okay, we're not going to get pocket schedules until end of March.
Oh, wow.
Maybe the beginning of April.
That late in, huh?
That's
Wow.
they're just holding off to the last minute because
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Right.
Anyway, all right. Are we ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yes, the bucket up, punk, yeah. Ah, yes, the bucket up, punk. 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 Punk, punk, punk.
Oh, I love that baritone sax.
Oh, let's just.
I'm a little biased, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Celebrity birthdays today. It's Conrad Janis's birthday. He's 93 today. He is a veteran character actor. You know him best from playing Mindy's father on Mork and Mindy.
Okay, yeah.
But his real passion was jazz.
Really?
He was a jazz trombonist, yeah.
Huh.
So, anyway, throughout his life, Janis strived to keep traditional jazz alive.
Wow.
It's Tina Louise's birthday. She is 83. It's hard to believe she's 83.
That is hard to believe.
Best known for playing Ginger Grant on the CBS television situation comedy Gilligan's Island.
Mm-hmm.
She is the last remaining Gilligan's Islander to be alive.
I thought she was.
Yeah. She began her career on stage in the mid-50s. before her breakthrough role in God's Little Acre. And then she also starred in The Trap, The Hangman, Day of the Outlaw, For Those Who Think Young, The Wrecking Crew, The Happy Ending, and she was in the Stepford Wives,
Really?
the original Stepford Wives.
Wow.
Here's a weird thing about Tina Louise. She declined to participate in any of the 3 Gilligan's Island reunion television shows, but she always said that playing Ginger Grant ruined her career. All right. Following the news of Dawn Wells' death, though, Louise denied any longtime rumors that she resented the role of Ginger Grant. It was never true. I loved doing the part, especially after they really started writing for my character.
Really?
Originally billed as a Marilyn Monroe type of character, a different director took over and he really started to write for my character. Yeah, okay. I want to say Jane Mansfield was originally, that part was written for Jane Mansfield.
Wow, that would have been a totally different show.
Totally different show.
That would have been a completely different show.
Yeah. Sheryl Crow is 59 today.
Yep.
She's from not far from here.
That's what you were telling me.
She's from Kennett, Missouri, which is in the Boot Heel. Her mom was a piano teacher, her father a trumpet player and lawyer. After graduating from the University of Missouri, she worked as a music teacher in Fenton, Missouri. She's had a number of high-profile romantic relationships. She dated Eric Clapton.
Yes. It's an odd couple.
That's an odd combination there.
It is.
He's a little bit older than she is.
Just a little.
She dated actor Owen Wilson, but of course he was losing his hearing, so. You know.
Right.
She may have just been tagging along. He just thought she was there.
Right.
I don't know who she is.
Huh? What?
What?
Huh?
She dated actor Owen Wilson, and then she struck up a relationship with Lance Armstrong. They were engaged, and then they decided, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Of course, Lance had other problems.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Jennifer Aniston is 52 today, daughter of actor John Aniston and Nancy Dow. She began her acting in an early age. She was in the 1987 film Mac and Me. And her first major role came in the 93 horror film Leprechauns.
Yes.
She's
Great flick.
She's one of the world's highest paid actresses of 2018. Wow. She has been on the Forbes Top 10 Earning Actress list for 15 years since 2001, which is not 15 years. And since then, also on its Celebrity 100 list, top in the 2003. According to Forbes, in October of 2007, Aniston was the best-selling celebrity face of the entertainment industry.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Now, outside of Friends, what would be your favorite Aniston product?
She's done a couple films with Adam Sandler for Netflix, and they're pretty good.
I really enjoyed her with Jim Carrey and Bruce Almighty.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Hi, you're on the morning coffee.
Yeah, could I get on the website junior high volleyball new up at Grayville canceled?
New up at Grayville is canceled?
New up at Grayville canceled. Junior high volleyball.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. That's what we're here for.
That's right. Junior high volleyball.
Okay, we'll get that posted as soon as we can on our website. So, and you can go to our website at WFIWradio.com and click on that red banner and get all the cancellations. And we'll add that one shortly. Okay.
Yes, we will.
You got celebrity birthdays?
I've got a few here. Matter of fact, before we get further into mine, I want to point out one thing about Sheryl Crow that I don't know why I know this. It's one of those, I'm a encyclopedia of useless knowledge.
She's like the two-sheeter.
She really is. Do you know what one of her first major professional music accolades was?
No.
She was a backup singer for Michael Jackson during his Bad tour. So there you go. Just a little nugget of knowledge for you out there. Now into celebrity birthdays a little further down. Born on this day, 1847, Thomas Edison.
Oh, Mr. Inventor.
Inventor of sorts. Matter of fact, it's National Inventors Day, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. Born on this day in 1936, would have been 82 years old today, Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
The Bandit. And, I mean, we all know he's had a stellar movie career, but
Yeah.
before that, he actually earned a football scholarship to Florida State University.
Right.
He was a heck of an athlete.
Yeah.
Was roommates during college with Lee Corso,
Oh, really?
of all people, the famous football broadcaster.
Huh.
19
You know what I watched the other day?
What'd you watch?
Gator.
Gator. Oh, I love Gator. I
Gator
love Gator.
McCluskey.
Nothing better than a fan boat. Nothing better. When you've got Burt Reynolds and fan boats, you know it's a winning flick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I always liked Hooper.
Hooper.
Hooper was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Born on this day, 1940, Bobby Pickett, the gentleman who had the 1962
Bobby Boris
U.S.
Pickett?
#1, Bobby Boris Pickett, the Monster Mash.
Okay.
Exactly. Matter of fact, did you know that was a spoof on the popular twist and mashed potato dance crazes?
Yeah.
I found that rather interesting when I saw that. Born on this day in 1941, Sergio Mendes, Brazilian singer, Never Gonna Let You Go.
Yeah.
Great hit. I believe that was 1983, if I'm not mistaken. Born on this day in 1953, Alan Rubin of the Blues Brothers. In 64, age 57 today, Sarah Palin.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's favorite conspiracy theorist is celebrating his 47th birthday today. Born in 1974, Mr. Alex Jones, out there talking about gay frogs and Bilderbergers.
Okay.
And in 1977, Mike Shinoda of Lincoln Park.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to things that happened on this day in 1990. Nelson Mandela, leader of the movement to end South African apartheid, is released from prison.
Yep. Now let me ask you, Tom.
After 27 years.
Do you remember in the 1980s when they announced that he had died in prison?
Yeah.
So it's not just me then. The Mandela effect really is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a weird time because it was South Africa was trying to enforce apartheid, and it just wasn't going to work.
Right.
You just could not hold these people back. It was just time for it to end, well past time for it to end. So he spent the first 18 of his 27 years in jail at Robben Island. Apparently, you can visit this prison.
Really?
He's confined to a small cell without bed or plumbing.
Wow.
He was forced to do hard labor in a quarry. He could write and receive a letter once every 6 months.
Wow.
And once a year, he was allowed to meet with a visitor for 30 minutes.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And people think the Green Rough Inn is rough.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. In 2020, a few months after the first known case was detected in Wuhan, China, which apparently the WHO is going, no, that's not where it started.
Yeah, it's not from there.
And approximately 3 weeks after the first U.S. case was reported, the World Health Organization officially named the illness that would go on to cause a pandemic, coronavirus disease 2019, shortened to COVID-19. Mm-hmm. I just mentioned that because they just said the other day, it might not have come from. We don't think it came from bats either.
No.
No.
We also don't think it came from a chemical war weapons lab that.
It couldn't have come from there.
That there's a documented background of funding, but
Yeah, a Chinese university did a study, and they were like, well,
I'll leave it at that. Otherwise, I'll sound like Alex Jones.
We're not auditioning for your job, Alex. Okay. All right. What do you have for this day in history?
Today in history, of course, I mentioned it a little earlier during the events that helped shape today. Today is the anniversary, February 11th, 1960, of the payola scandal, a scandal that drives to the heart of our industry. President Eisenhower, yes.
Here's the weird part about payola.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We want to bring Dick Clark up on charges, who he got tainted by the whole payola scandal.
Almost decimated his career.
Alan Freed,
yes.
And all these people. The biggest purveyor of payola was Lawrence Welk.
Yes. Well, the whole thing stemmed from the quiz show rigging scandal to begin with. If it hadn't been for the quiz show rigging, Paola would probably never come to the forefront to begin with. And the practice is as old as the industry itself.
Right.
I mean, manufacturing hit songs by paying for playing time.
Right.
Still to this day, I do talk segments on stations in other states. Still to this day, if you want to get on certain stations, you've got to pay for your airtime.
Right.
So it's kind of that gray area there.
Yeah.
But it is the anniversary of the Paola scandal.
Okay.
And on this day in 2012, pop singer Whitney Houston was found dead in her hotel room in her bathtub of, let's just say she was relaxing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I still blame Bobby Brown. So.
A lot of people do. A lot of people do. And if you look at the career she had prior to marrying Bobby Brown versus what she became afterwards, there's probably a lot of validity to that.
Right. Her whole attitude, her whole way of talking, everything changed when she met Bobby Brown.
Yes, it did.
And not for the better.
No, exactly. And, she was such a great artist in the 80s. I mean, inspired so many artists of the 90s, Mariah Carey to be one of them. Mm-hmm. And to see the fall from grace was definitely sad.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Okay. All right. Music history today. Beatles history. In less than 10 hours, the Beatles recorded 10 new songs for their first album. This is in 1963. Plus 4 other tracks. John Lennon's vocals on the Isley Brothers hit Twist and Shout was recorded in one take.
Wow. One and done.
One and done. That sounds good.
Professional.
This is very good. Thank you very much. 1967, the Monkees set a new record with their second album. Still find that odd. Monkees set a record with their album. More of the Monkees jumped from number 122 to number 1 on the U.S. chart. The album then stayed in pole position for 18 weeks.
Now, wasn't the second album the album that had Last Train to Clarksville on it?
It may have. Yeah.
I want to say that was the one that had Last... I know it wasn't I'm a Believer. That was on the first album.
Right.
But I want to say Last Train to Clarksville was on the second album. As well as They're Coming to Take Me Away. Ha-ha!
1972, Led Zeppelin scored their third U.S. top 20 hit with Black Dog.
Yes.
Written about a black Labrador retriever who wandered around the studios. And in 1985, the Police won Outstanding Contribution to British Music at the 4th Annual Brit Awards. Other winners included Prince for Best International Act and Best Soundtrack for Purple Rain. Best Video went to Frankie Goes to Hollywood for Relax. Ooh.
Great song. Great song.
You ever looked at that album cover?
I have.
It's scary once you start looking at it.
It really is.
It's weird. So that's what's happening in music history today. What do you got in music history?
Well, first off, before I go into music history, I want to say just how odd it is to know how many British artists, whether it be Led Zeppelin with Black Dog or the Beatles with Black Bird, how many British instrumentalists and musicians got their inspiration from just a random animal.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Jet is about Paul McCartney's dog.
Well, yeah, exactly. Maybe he needs to open the door and let him in. But that was bad. On this day in 2014, Queen made UK chart history by becoming the first act to sell 6 million copies of an individual album. Wow. Their greatest hits collection, which included We Will Rock You and Bohemian Rhapsody, extended its lead after being Britain's highest-selling album for several years. The official charts company said one of the 3 British families now owned a copy. 1 in every 3 British families owned a copy of that album. That's kind of hard to say right there.
Wow.
And in 1956 on this day, American icon Elvis Presley appeared on American TV's Stage Show for the first time, performing Heartbreak Hotel and Blue Suede Shoes.
Maybe. I need you back. I want you back. I need you back.
Hey, Mama, I need me a peanut butter and ham sandwich.
On your way back, could you bring me some donuts? All right. How'd the question of the day do?
Question of the day didn't do too bad. We pretty good on our reaches. 2,880 reaches.
That's a home run for us.
That's a home run. 419 engagements. 31 comments.
Okay. That's a lot of comments
That's
on the
quite a
Carnaby
few.
Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. Closing at 5 today, open till 5 tomorrow, open till 5 on Saturday to get all your Valentine's Day shopping in. We'll find out what the question has all the answers in just a few moments. So stay tuned here to WFIW.
Carnaby has a heart for every love story. Make her a Valentine. Ask her to be yours with a romantic, dazzling charms, beads, and amulets. Give her a love knot representing everlasting love and friendship, a locket she'll wear close to her heart, or a sweet and petite Illumina crystal-dusted heart necklace or stud earrings. With your $150 Brighton purchase, receive free a Love Bug tote. We invite you to register your Valentine to win a $50 Carnaby gift card. Your Valentine's gift headquarters, Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
New year, new you, new beginnings. Fairfield Community Health Center is here for you. We have experienced and dedicated providers ready to assist you with all your healthcare needs. Let us help you get your health back on track. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment. We are located at 209 Northwest 11th Street here in Fairfield, Illinois. CRHPC is here for you.
Graber Post Buildings, trusted throughout the heartland of America, provides the highest quality built post and stud frame structures in the country. Visit with one of our dedicated building department members today and let them show you how affordable a Graber Post building can be. Our quality crews can have your building constructed in no time for years of durability and beauty. Our professional sales staff is on hand to take care of any contractors or do-it-yourselfers. Call the trusted tradition, Graber Post Buildings at 800-264-5013 or visit us online at graberpost.com.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Argentina seized the Falkland Islands, but British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher said, "Give them back, or else"?
I cannot rule out the use of force.
Israel returned its Sinai territory to Egypt. On Golden Pond brought home another Oscar for Katharine Hepburn, and the first one ever for her co-star Henry Fonda.
I'm very happy and very proud, particularly that Catherine got one too.
Craig Stadler won the Masters, and here's what the new music sounded like.
There's more to love than making love.
You were always on my mind.
Never been to me.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Jumbo packed assorted pork chops, $1.98 a pound. Clement's Hometown Brats, $1.29 in a 1-pound package. Whole New York strips, $5.99 a pound. And head of lettuce or 1 pound of baby carrots, 99 cents each. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store located on West Main.
April 1982.
Rick Springfield and Don't Talk to Strangers, the top song of April 1982. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Call 1-888-FARMERS to switch, and you could save an average of $470 on your auto insurance. That's a lot of money in just a few minutes. With savings like that, you could be lounging on an impractical amount of ornate and overpriced throw pillows you bought for your couch. But you won't, because you're better with money than that. That's why you're calling us in the first place. Call 1-888-FARMERS to get a quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Based on average nationwide annual savings survey data July to December 2020. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state. Gary is refinancing his home, so he shopped around for the lowest rate and found it at Amerisave.com, setting him up for a lifetime of savings. It's one decision he'll never regret, unlike taking that gig in the testing lab at the deodorant company.
Raise your arm, please. Oh, man, I hate this job.
Pretty regrettable, Gary. Unlike finding that low mortgage rate at Amerisave.com that's got you on your way to a lifetime of savings. Amerisave's rates won't be this low forever, so go to Amerisave.com now. Lower mortgage rates mean higher savings. Call 866-5146 or visit Amerisave.com/licensing for cost information, terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all states except New York. NMLS number 1168.
Fairfield City Band.
They sound excellent right there.
Always good.
Such a great job.
I hope we can have them this summer.
That would be excellent if we could.
Didn't have them last summer, but this is from 2 years ago. All right, the Carnaby Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield. Brightest star on Main Street.
Yes. Question was, what food do you love but is a pain to eat? How about you, Tom?
You know, corn on the cob is you know what is really a pain to eat? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is fresh oranges from Florida. Because you got to peel them off.
Yep.
And then they're very juicy.
You got that running down your arms.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But doggone it, there's nothing better than what is it? It says, I've got to think of the actual variety of orange that it is. That they only have every once in a while, and they never get out of Florida. They're like honey bells.
Really?
I think that's it. The honey bell orange. Oof.
Really?
Like eating candy, man. It's good. Nice and juicy. So, anyway, all right. What about you?
I'm going to say crawfish. It's It's a pain in the butt to eat. Takes a lot of them to get full, but boy, do they taste good. I mean, ain't nothing better than a
lay them
mud
out
bug.
on the table.
Oh, yeah. That, actually, that, or I would have to say barbecue ribs.
Barbecue ribs?
Because they are just an absolute mess.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try not to be. But that's the best part about food. The messier it is, the better it tastes.
Right.
We got quite a few answers today,
Okay.
Tom. We got
What are the
31 comments.
Okay.
Amy says crab legs. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Marcy says beef jerky. It depends on the type of beef jerky you're getting. I say if you're getting that really hard beef jerky that feels like you're going to break your teeth.
I've never had problems eating a Slim Jim.
I haven't either. I like to mess with Sasquatch. But MJ, another one for crab legs. Matter of fact, crab legs is all down through here.
Oh, really?
MJ, Kathy, Jeremy, Tammy, Carrie, Roger, Lynette, Keith all say crab legs. We got oysters on here.
I know Keith. Keith always orders crab legs.
Does he?
Yeah.
See, Richie says oysters. Got to agree with him there, except for the fact that
If you have to shuck them.
Well, ew. I was always told not to eat stuff with that texture. But anyways. Myrna says hard tacos. Well, yeah, I can see that. Mary says corn on the cob because I have no teeth. Mary, I want to tell you a story. A true story real quick, and I my heart goes out to you, hon. When I was born, I was lactose intolerant. And I don't know if it was a lack of ability to get formula-based alternatives at that time, or if they just didn't exist, or if, my parents just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Under doctor's orders, they gave me Gatorade in a bottle.
Okay.
Instead of, some of the supplements.
Right.
To keep me from dehydrating. Well, I fell asleep with the bottle in my mouth, and it turns out that the sugary Gatorade soaked through my gums and rotted my teeth.
Ooh.
So before my baby teeth even came in, they had to cut my gums and remove my teeth. I didn't actually have top teeth until junior high.
Ooh.
So I understand. I agree with you. Corn on the cob can indeed be a pain in the butt with no teeth. Patrick says raw porcupine.
It's a rough chew.
Wow, I don't even know how to follow that. Rick says brain sandwiches. Not hard to eat, just hard to find.
Okay.
Patty says, if I have to fight it, I don't mess with it. And we got Kelsey says, morals. Pain to find, and then you have to clean them and cook them. Ugh.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the hunting for them, though, is the fun part.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it all. Exactly. And then the rest basically is lobster, 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 except for a couple of people that say artichokes, Doritos, and tacos. Jason does, however, have a different outtake. Jason says fair taffy.
Fair taffy.
Fair taffy. Now, I can see that.
Yeah.
You keep chewing it and chewing it and chewing it and chewing it, and it just never seems to,
It's growing in my mouth.
Right.
Facebook page. Okay.
I've got one for them tomorrow. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Okay.
We'll have more on that for you.
You know, the Illinois, I saw a story the other day, the Illinois groundhog is saying 6 more weeks till spring.
That's what I saw.
So.
Well, everything in Illinois is wrong anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, and then, Puxatawny Phil was saying 6 more weeks of winter.
Puxatawny Phil's never been wrong.
Exactly.
100% accuracy.
100%.
Yes.
It's just that the people misunderstood what he said.
Right.
Weren't listening close enough.
It was that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Police in Maryland say an officer responding to a report of a white tiger perched on the highway wall arrived to find that the big cat was in fact there. It's a life-size statue of a white tiger.
Oh, my.
Montgomery County Department of Police said a driver on Interstate 270 called 911 to report a tiger perched on the wall near Montrose Road. A Rockville City police officer was the first to arrive on the scene and discovered the reported loose animal was a large lifelike figurine.
Oh, my.
Police say they do not know how the figurine came to be abandoned on the highway. But the white tiger now has a new home at the police station. It's our mascot.
There you go.
How and why the tiger came to find itself on the interstate remains a mystery. Is it one of those big cement?
It makes you wonder.
So anyway, white tiger now has its new home in Maryland.
Wow.
A Chicago man's unusual method of calling dibs on a parking space has gone viral. What he does is he takes a pair of jeans, and apparently this is a thing in Chicago, and that is reserving a parking place. Okay. Some people set out chairs, lawn chairs, to reserve a parking place. Now, I'm confused in the beginning anyway, because I'm like, well, if you're going to set out a chair, why don't you just park in there? That will save your parking place.
Right.
But, I don't know if they leave the chairs there overnight and, expect them not to get stolen or what the deal is. So this guy's got a new idea.
Okay.
What he does is he takes a pair of jeans and he soaks them in water. Then he takes them outside. And he says in about 20 minutes, they get stiff enough that you can start to shape them. So then he sets the jeans up in the parking space called dibs.
Wow. Well, it's original thinking.
Yeah. He reserves his parking place at the Polar Vortex Fund. Pants with nobody inside them, soak the pair for, and then put it outside for 20 minutes. And that's his process.
Wow.
He did freeze a couple of shirts to see how it worked, but it didn't work as well.
Didn't work out well, huh?
No. But, you think you put the shirt on top of the jeans.
Right.
Put them together and then freeze them.
Right.
Maybe that would work out better. Get it to stand.
You would think. Interesting.
Have you heard the story about Tessica Brown? We talked about it a little yesterday.
I don't believe I have.
You don't know Tessica?
I don't believe so.
She's a Louisiana woman.
Okay.
And she ran out of hairspray.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, the Gorilla Glue?
And she sprayed on Gorilla Glue.
See, I didn't know her name. I just knew her as that dummy. You big dummy.
You big dummy.
Yeah, I did hear a little bit about that, and I happen to say, I can understand maybe your weave falling out might be a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
But Gorilla Glue might be a little extensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You know what it was? It was, I can get a lot of attention through this. Either I'll be a hero because I've invented a new hairspray that really works.
Right.
Or I can get a lot of attention because this is going to be a pain to get out of my hair.
No such thing as bad publicity.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about the, I want to revisit something that I read yesterday myself. I don't know if you all talked about it or not. I wasn't here yesterday morning. If you did, just let me know. But did you see about the koala bear in Australia that caused I believe it was a 22-car pileup?
No, I did not see this.
This koala bear, it was somewhere outside of Melbourne.
Okay.
This koala apparently was in the road.
Yeah.
And had gotten to the divider, couldn't get over the divider. This woman stops to help the koala, saying that she's lived near koalas, knows how to calm them down, how to rescue them. As long as their eyes are covered, they're calm. So she gets out. Another driver gets out to help. They grab a blanket. They cover the koala up. She puts it in the trunk of her car.
Okay.
And she takes off to go get it somewhere to be rescued. Now, I'm not sure exactly how this next step occurred, whether it's a seat that folds down or whether the trunk was actually a hatchback or whatever. But somehow this koala escapes from the trunk of this car into the actual body of the car itself, the interior cabin of the car. She stops the car. And there are pictures of this.
Yes, you would.
Right, exactly. There are pictures of this online, by the way. She stops the car, and the koala bear goes up, grabs hold of the steering wheel, and just starts hanging on the steering wheel, looking out the window and turning the steering wheel like he's driving the car. So while she's out of the car and this koala's there, boom, car gets smacked from behind. Another car smacks that car from behind. So 22-car pileup outside of Melbourne, Australia, because a koala bear wanted to take a joyride in a Subaru.
I did not see that.
Only in Australia.
Now I've seen pictures from the Gatlinburg area of black bears in cars.
Really?
Yeah. But, if you have any food in your car, the black bear is going to break in.
Well, yeah.
So apparently it's not just a random act. It happens a lot.
Yeah, I've always been really confused about the idea of bears and food. Because they say if you go camping, in order to avoid bears, you should put your food tied up in a tree.
Right.
I was always led to believe that bears could climb trees.
Right.
So how does that really make that much of a difference?
You're supposed to hang it between two trees.
Oh, between two trees.
Yeah, or hang it from a limb so that it's
See, now that makes more
inaccessible
sense.
for the bear.
See, now that makes more sense. That's why you're here to explain these things to us.
Well, I have a decent amount of bear knowledge.
Do you? I just have the bare minimum.
So anyway, all right. That's a weird story. Let's see. New Zealand authorities have sentenced a woman who tried in 2019 to smuggle nearly. Now, what would you try to smuggle into New Zealand if you're going to smuggle something in?
I don't know.
Strapped to her body.
I don't even know what's illegal in New Zealand to say what I would smuggle, but I would have to say you'd want it to be worth your while. So let's say a couple of bricks of Coke.
No.
All right.
No. She tried to smuggle nearly 1,000 cacti and succulents into the country, strapped to her body.
Oh, my.
Ouch.
Oh, my. I have so many comments I could make right now, but...
Miss Lee, 38, pled guilty to violating biosecurity laws after she was caught twice with plants and seeds at the Auckland International Airport. She was sentenced to intensive supervision for 12 months and 100 hours of community work. Lee strapped stockings containing 947 succulents and cacti valued at over $10,000 to her body.
Wow.
Attempting to bring them into the country. The cacti included 8 endangered and threatened species. She tried to dispose of the items in the airport toilet. Hate to have to go in there after there.
Right.
Attracting the attention of dogs.
Oh, my.
Airport dogs.
So they have cactus-sniffing dogs in New
Cactus-sniffing
Zealand.
dogs, yeah.
Okay.
In a separate incident on July 23rd of 2019, Lee was found in possession of 142 seeds.
Wow.
Hidden in a packaged iPod covers, or iPad covers, in her luggage. She was also carrying plant pots and ornaments, which were found to contain snail and pieces of tree fern.
I could understand that, though. I mean, if you think about it, bringing a foreign item into an ecosystem.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they did an entire Simpsons episode where Bart brought a frog to Australia, and it decimated the entire crop population. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how do you strap a cactus to your body?
The island nation has some of the world's strictest biosecurity laws to protect its agriculture and biodiversity. She wrapped the moss and the tree ferns in wet paper. That's not a hint or anything.
Right.
Hey, why is that wet paper in here?
Right.
Trying to smuggle in some more trees.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people getting in trouble for trying to smuggle plants and seeds through airports, but none of them were ever cacti.
None of them were ever cacti. All right. Okay. Got another call. Hi, you're on morning coffee.
Well, maybe she tried to put it in one of her cavities.
That make walking kind of difficult.
Ooh.
Thanks a lot. All right, let's get to trivia. You got trivia today, Jeremy?
I do have trivia.
Yeah.
And here comes Sometimes Jeff.
Sometimes Jeff is in
Trivia today in honor of Inventors Day and Edison's birthday is going to be about inventors.
Okay.
And I do have multiple choice should you all need them. I doubt we will with Jeff being in here. He's pretty knowledgeable on most things.
He's sometimes Jeff.
Sometimes Jeff. All the times knowledgeable. So I'll give you the questions to give you the teaser before the commercial, and then you let me know when we come back if you want the multiple choice or not.
Okay.
Question number 1. Who is often called the first African-American man of science?
Okay.
Question number 2. Benjamin Franklin was a prolific inventor. He invented the lightning rod, the Franklin stove, studied electricity, discovered the Gulf Stream, started the first library. But among all of his many other inventions, what was the musical instrument that he invented? Question.
Pan flute.
Pan flute.
Ben Franklin, master of the pan flute.
See, I could picture him playing the accordion like Weird Al. Oh, yes, we got to get Vaughn in here, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm glad you pointed out
Sometimes
that.
Jeff in there.
Sometimes is now in there. He's sometimes in there. Question number 3. The statesman, politician, scholar, inventor, and one of the earliest U.S. presidents invented the swivel chair, the spherical sundial, the moldboard plow, and the cipher wheel. Who was he? What invention... Question number 4. What invention is credited to the Russian-born American inventor Vladimir Kozma-Zworykin? And I probably just butchered that last name. If y'all want a spelling, I will give it to you.
Okay.
It is Zworykin. Zworykin, or something of that nature. I guess you got to pronounce it to be able to ask it.
Right.
Question number 5. The English inventor is known as the father of computing. There's one that you should know, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 6. Who is the only U.S. president to invent and patent something? Now, keep in mind, I did ask about a U.S. president inventing something earlier.
Right.
But this is the only U.S. president to have patented his invention.
Yeah.
Question 7. What is the name of the Caltech seismologist who invented the scale used to measure magnitude of earthquakes? That's a softball for you.
Yeah.
Question number 8. William Frederick is credited with the invention of the modern Frisbee in the mid-1950s. In 1957, the Wham-O company bought his idea, and the rest is history. They named the toy after William Frisbee, who was a what? What was his profession?
Okay.
Question number 9. The Manhattan Project, which was started by Roosevelt in 1942 to ensure the U.S. beat the Germans towards a nuclear bomb. Who was appointed as the scientific head of that project?
Okay.
So the scientific head of the Manhattan Project. And the last question. This part-time race car driver invented the bucket seat in 1969.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Those are the questions. We'll have the answers in just a few moments. We're also going to talk to Sheldon Bunning down at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center in just a moment.
We're honored to recognize the TOC Direct Media Best One Southern Ileana Farm Family of the Year. Also brought to you by First Robinson Savings Bank and First Vincent Savings Bank. This year's Farm Family of the Year is the Kiesling family from Bicknell, who have Pine Bluff Cattle and Seed. Brian, congratulations on this award.
Thank you. My son Derek and my wife Sarah and my daughter Bethany, we all do this together. We raise and breed cattle, I guess. We feed all our calves and sell butcher beef, and we bought another farm. We started backgrounding cattle, so kind of transpired from there.
Derek Kiesling, can you tell me a little bit about the seed side of Pine Bluff Cattle and Seed?
Yeah, Golden Harvest. So we started selling with them in 2017, I believe. Kind of started out
It's small, but we've grown every year, so hoping to continue that.
Congratulations once again to the Kiesling family, the 2021 TOC Direct Media Best One Southern Illinois Farm Family of the Year.
Hello, this is Larry Hodge again. I'm still teaching how to play by ear. I have a real good supply of musical instruments in stock. Guitars, both acoustic and electric. We buy used instruments. I've got some banjos also. We take all credit cards and we do layaways. I take in trade-ins. Don't forget, we're still taking cash. That's Hobbs Music Store in Fairfield, Illinois, 120 Elm Street, from 8 in the morning till 3:30.
Hi there, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service here. Want to save some money filing your taxes? File your taxes with Jackson Hewitt now and pay $50 less than you paid someone else last year. That's right, pay $50 less than last year. Have your taxes done by a skilled Jackson Hewitt tax pro and get the biggest refund possible, guaranteed. It's win-win-win. Get more, pay less, but act now. The offer won't last. Get your coupon code and offer details at jacksonhewitt.com. That's Jackson Hewitt.
Listening to this Allstate commercial about savings might be the hardest thing about getting those savings. Save for simply becoming an Allstate customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit allstate.com or contact your local agent for a quote today. Allstate. Minimum effort, maximum reward.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Where has the Pioneer Audio Tour taken me today? Olivia, Minnesota, next to a field planted with Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans. This field looks peaceful, but like every field, there's a constant battle going on against weeds. Right now, the farmer of this operation is making a pass with what looks like a 120-foot sprayer boom. Enlist E3 soybeans offer the most advanced trait technology on the market. And while it's new to most farmers, it's not new to Pioneer. Pioneer experts and agronomists have already completed hundreds of on-farm trials, all so that acres like this have healthy soybeans with great yield potential. Enlist E3 soybeans on a farm in Olivia. Another thing that makes Pioneer, Pioneer. You'll hear more from me later. For now, let your local Pioneer sales representative hear from you.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet in Mount Vernon has all your flooring needs. They have a large selection in stock and always give great service. Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet certificates are available on the Big Deal Store.
WFIW-FM, it's time to talk to Sheldon Bunning at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center in Fairfield. How you doing today, Sheldon?
I'm good, Tom. How are you?
No, I'm not Mark.
I know.
You can call me not Mark. That's fine.
How are you doing, not Mark?
I'm doing fine as well. So you got some sweetheart deals for us, huh? Valentine's weekend.
We do. We've got I think we talked about this maybe Monday, but a lot of zero interest. Hopefully folks have more than zero interest in our product, but we've got a lot of, I think, the new, on 21 models as well.
Really?
21, yeah, Dodge Durango, 0% for 72 months. The 21 Jeep Grand Cherokee, available 0% for 72 months. The Ram 1500 trucks, the Bighorn crew cab models, they've got 0% for 72 months as well, plus $3,750 in rebates. So
wow.
That's got to be a sweetheart of a deal right there.
That's a sweetheart deal. Yeah.
Nothing says love like a new Ram pickup.
Exactly.
Yep.
Or a new Jeep.
A new Jeep. You are correct. We've
All
got some 0 for 84 on that. We've on the few of the 20 models we do have left. I've got a 20 Pacifica out here that's very loaded up. DVD, the heated leather navigation. But there's several different options on it. I think 0% for 5 years plus some rebate and employee pricing. There's a 0 for 72 option, a 0 for 84 option. And I actually figured up a sweetheart of a lease deal on it.
Really?
You can lease that for 3 years. I think $500 cash down on your tax, title, license, and fees, but $449 a month.
Wow, that is a sweetheart deal.
And that's a $43,000 plus minivan. So.
Huh. Okay. All right. What about the service department? They're doing more than cleaning off cars in there, aren't they?
That's correct. That's correct. They're taking care of you back there. If you need some work, holler at Jason or Jeremy. And Jay's always got deals on tires, so if you need a set of tires to get around in this mess, give Jay a buzz.
Yeah, the last few days you probably realized whether you need new tires or not.
You probably have.
Okay. All right, and you can also find out all kinds of information, arrange financing online, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And that's Le Mans Chrysler online?
LeMansOnline.com will pull you up both stores, and then you can visit each one independently from there.
Okay. All right. Anything used on the lot?
Yeah, we've got traded for a really nice diesel truck yesterday. I sold it new, but it was a 17 Ram. It's a 3500 crew cab dually. It's the limited model, loaded up with all the options, only 45,000 miles.
Okay.
Out of the greater metropolitan Golden Gate area.
So it's been used on Sundays to drive to church, is what you're saying.
That's correct. That is correct.
All right. All right, Sheldon. We'll talk to you again on Monday, okay?
All right. You guys have a great weekend.
You too. Sheldon Budding from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler Center in Fairfield with our update for today. Here's the Fairfield area weather for today. Chance for snow this morning, cloudy this afternoon, a high of 28. Cloudy skies tonight, a low of 15. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 28. It is currently 22 in Fairfield. And that is a look at the radar weather here on WFIW. It just came to me who that was. That was Smoking Gun by Robert Cray.
Yes.
I was like, oh. Because I heard it earlier this week, and I was like, what is the name of that song, and who is that guy?
Was he from the greater metropolitan Golden Gate area?
No, he wasn't, but he's played there.
It's a big venue.
That tickled me.
It's a big venue. Wow.
Speaking of Paola, we added that song. I was music director when that song came out, and we added that song. There was a guy in St. Louis who was the record representative, and he invited me to come down to Mississippi Nights to see Robert Cray. So.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And I was like, I'm not really in your area. I could be.
Right. I'm on my way.
Okay, so anyway, let's get to the questions for today.
All right. And again, if you all want some options, let me know.
All right.
Who is often called the first African-American man of science?
George Washington Carver?
Good guess.
That'd be a good guess.
That's a really great
I have
guess.
no idea. Options.
George Washington Carver.
Well, so that's a no.
Benjamin Banneker, Elijah McCoy, or Bessie Blount?
Got no idea. I've heard of exactly one of those people.
Okay.
And that's Carver, who evidently is the wrong answer.
Mr. Peanut Butter.
Mr. Peanut Butter. It was Benjamin Banneker.
Okay.
He was a member of the planning committee that designed Washington, D.C., along with Pierre L'Enfant.
Oh, okay.
And when L'Enfant was fired, Banneker actually recreated the plans for D.C. from memory. Ooh. Believe it or not. Laid out the entire...
I mean, of course he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
Yeah,
that's why there's no J
made it
Street.
himself.
Prove me wrong, right?
I mean, more power to him.
Right?
But
I invented Washington, D.C., okay?
I'm still not sure how designing D.C. makes you an inventor, but
right.
But okay, we'll leave that.
I mean, it's a thing. He made it close enough.
Right.
All right.
Works.
All right. All the extra words taken out. What was the one musical instrument that Benjamin Franklin invented?
No idea.
Isn't it some kind of harmonica?
It's a harmonium.
Harmonium. Close enough.
Yes. He. It was a variation of the harmonica, though. So
harmonica light,
built upon
right
the foundation.
We'll give you half. We'll give you half credit.
I don't deserve it.
We'll give you half credit on that one. Number 3, the statesman, politician, scholar, inventor, and one of the earliest U.S. presidents invented the swivel chair, spherical sundial, and moldboard plow. Who was he?
Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson.
It was indeed Jefferson. Ding, ding, ding.
Also brought rice to the United States.
Yes.
And look where we are now.
Yeah.
Rice lovers.
That's us.
It depends on how you
We're
flavor
gonna have
it.
some wild rice tonight. Get some grilled
Some
chicken,
Uncle
some
Ben's.
vegetables. Oh, and then it's
See, I like a little
We're gonna have
Uncle
protein
Ben's
bowls.
Spanish rice is what I like.
protein.
Question number 4. What invention is credited to the Russian-born American inventor with the crazy last name? Give you some options.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, options.
I'll give you the options. Radio, television, dishwasher, or telegraph.
Television.
What do you say, Jeff?
I'll say dishwasher.
Tom would be right with television. We all know
Right
that
on.
it wasn't radio.
Right on.
I know that
It was Mr. Clean who invented the dishwasher.
That's
What am I talking
right.
about? Gosh.
This close.
Bald baby
This
Mr.
close.
Clean.
Almost. This English inventor is known as the father of computing.
Chuck Babbage.
Ding, 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 ding,
Wow.
ding. Look at Jeff go.
Oh,
Wow.
we had that one on here last
Oh.
week, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
He was on here before.
Okay, there you go. Well, at least still impressive. Impressive.
As with Banneker, from memory.
From memory.
Well, that's pretty much what it all is there, you know. Question number 6. Who is the only U.S. president to have invented and patented something?
It's Lincoln, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
is
I
Lincoln.
think that's right.
It is Lincoln.
Something about babies.
He called it a device for
Rail splitting.
buoying vessels over shoals. It was a method to aid ships that got stuck on sandbars.
Oh, okay.
So
Help those babies across the sandbars.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
That's how you remember it.
That's right. Question number 7 was our softball. What's the name of the Caltech seismologist that invented the measure of magnitude of earthquake?
Richter.
I think it was,
Bob
I think it was
Richter.
Andy Richter. Wasn't it?
Andy Richter. That is right. During his off time from the Conan O'Brien show, it was Andy Richter who measured earthquakes.
Let me tell you, he used to jump up and down, cause the earthquake.
Yep. You know, I think one of my favorite Andy Richter acting jobs was in Arrested Development. I don't know if you all
yeah.
Arrested Development. Yeah. What was it? Quintuplets that he played?
Yeah.
But there was the one that could never have his face shown on TV, even though he looked exactly like the other ones.
Here's Andy Richter and his 4
identical twins.
identical triplets.
Yes. Question number 8. William Frederick, the inventor of the modern frisbee. What was the toy named for?
He made pies.
Yes.
I think he was a jerk.
He was a jerk, huh?
Mr. Frisbee, who stole the name, was a jerk as a profession, I think.
He was a pie maker.
He's a pie maker.
He was a pie maker. Yale students in the 1870s would eat the pies and then throw the pie
the
pans
tins.
at each other. Or to each other, depending on the student. I would say more at. All right. Who was the appointed scientific head of the Manhattan Project?
Fermi?
Oppenheimer.
It was indeed Oppenheimer. And last but not least, who is the part-time race car driver that invented bucket seats in 1969?
Paul Newman.
He's on the list of options.
Options, yeah.
He is. He's on the list of options.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Never mind. I was going to say rest in peace, Intimidator.
I have no idea.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen invented
is speed.
He invented bucket seats.
Cow.
So every time you crawl up in your bucket seat, think of Steve McQueen.
He's not going to do that. Why am I? No.
All right. We'll be back again tomorrow on Morning Coffee here on WFIW.
Well, if we're not canceled.
And go to our website at WFIWradio.com to find all the closings and cancellations at the top. It's Morning Coffee for today.
Alexa, play WFIW.